Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Southview Voices, a podcast where we highlight the amazing things our school is doing. My name is Haseley and I'm currently a 6th grader.
My name is Adna and I'm currently a 7th grader.
Today we are joined by Mercedes Yarbrough, who is here to share a bit about her story.
She's the founder of Rondo Double Dutch, an educator who wanted to bring Double Dutch to a new generation in her community.
She joined up with Jalon Prentice, who goes by Coach Twist, to expand her vision for the program. Welcome to the podcast, Miss Yarbrough.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Miss Mercedes, how did Rondo Double Dutch get started?
So it started in 2023. I had just released a comic book called Broken Robots, and I was in charge of event coordinating at Central Village Park, which is a historic park in the Rondo community. And I live across the street from it. And I was on a mission to inspire this generation to be a broken robot, which is you guys. And that is just teaching you guys how to have fun outside and be in control of technology and not let technology control you. So right now we are in a spiritual warfare with the evolution of technology, where a lot of kids are more technology devices than actually playing outside. So I was thinking of events or ideas of what kids could do to get their mind power stronger. And Double Dutch was one of the ideas, because you have to use your mind to know when to jump in the ropes, move your feet. So I orchestrated a Double Dutch event. And then that's when I met Coach Twist, because she came and she was one of the jumpers who won the competition. And then the community kept asking for more. And I took down every volunteer's number and would call them back like, hey, the community wants to do it again. And she called up every time I reached out to her. And then she said, Mercedes, I know you don't know how to double dutch, but I will teach you, and I can teach anybody how to double dutch. And I didn't believe her at first.
That is so cool. That relates for me for swimming, because after a long day and if I feel like I've been on my phone too much or something, I like to just connect with friends and move my body. Yeah.
So another question we have is that we understand that you're from the Rondo neighborhood in St. Paul. We are interested in learning and celebrating the cultures of various communities. Can you tell us about the Rondo neighborhood? How does Double Dutch fit in?
I love you guys are future leaders. What you guys are asking and how you're asking is amazing. I love it. You guys are great future journalists as well too. But yes, the Rondo community is a historic Black community, and I'm a Rondo descendant, so my family grew up and were just people that helped shape the community. And I was not aware of how special the Rondo community was until I became an adult. So growing up in that community, there's a lot of youth programming that really just inspired you to be the best you could be. The adults were very caring, like great leaders, great mentors. So I was raised in that community. And then later I had moved out of Rondo and had kids. And then in 2021, I moved back to the Rondo community. And that's when I was like, whoa, a lot has changed. And a lot of people, the same youth programming that really cared for the youth to really inspire them to be great has went away. And that kind of sparked something inside of me to bring that back. But just to give some history context of Rondo, it was formerly a historic Black community. So in the 1900s, there was a French immigrant who migrated to St. Paul named Joseph Rondo, and he bought a lot of land and gave the opportunity for anybody from all types of backgrounds to buy land. During that time, the African Americans weren't able to buy land, but because they were given that opportunity from Joseph Rondo, they took advantage. So a lot of people started to migrate from the South to come to Rondo to have the opportunity to buy land. And by the 90s, it became predominantly a Black community, and they were a thriving Black community where over 700 Black-owned homeowners and 300 Black-owned businesses, and they created their own community, which was really special and magical. But then in 1956, the government decided, and I believe it was President Eisenhower at the time, they were doing road development, and they put a freeway. So the Highway 94 freeway went through their community and tore their community apart and devastated it. And we have not really been able to bounced back from that, unfortunately. And since then, in 1980s, that West Asian population and East African population started to migrate to the Rondo community. So now Rondo is very diverse with Hispanics, Asians, East Africans, Black, white, and it's just very cultural.
That's
Diverse, yeah.
I love how that like connects, like all of that history connects to like Rondo Double Dutch and
Yeah.
helping inspire like younger people.
And that's what inspired me to be a part of what everything Mercedes is doing because she wants to keep the legacy alive. She's a third generation Rondo neighborhood resident, and she wanted to just keep the culture alive. And I loved everything she was doing. I'm about staying active and moving the body because I probably have some forms of attention deficit disorders. So I like to move my body because it helps me to burn off the negative energies and have fun. And I love people. I'm a big people person. So I love to connect with people. And Double Dutch is something that we did when I was younger. So it just brings back a lot of good childhood memories.
It connects to like his childhood.
Yeah.
I like used to love like jumping rope.
To jump and we have to hang out. And if you follow us on social media, we post our schedules every week. And so we allow the communities to come in and we open it to the public, men, women, children, boys and girls, every gender, every nationality. You're welcome to come get in the ropes and have fun with us.
So, what message are you hoping to spread with Rondo Double Dutch?
So after witnessing the joy and happiness that I seen the community have, and it was intergenerational, so all ages were just having fun, smiling, and having a good time. I was like, wow. And we started going to just areas in the community that needed more love. And we seen the joy and happiness that it brought. And then people who, like, we went to areas that were struggling and had homelessness. Those people were joining with us. So we were able to bring all types of people together. And so now we're on a mission to spread love, peace, and unity through Double Dutch. We just want to be a vessel that puts out more positive and loving energy out into the world. And we learned that jumping Double Dutch is also healing. It's medicinal.
And back in my recess days, by the way, I miss recess so much. But yeah, me and my friends jumped rope. I bet it would be like way more fun, like doing double dutching.
I think it was like awesome how you guys weren't just spreading love to just kids, but to adults and homeless people and just like everybody in the community.
Our team was actually built organically. So everyone who was on our team, they just came and we met them there and they just loved the movement. So our team was built off of us, just people that have the joy and love for Double Dutch coming together. So it's really a community
Driven.
thing too. Yeah.
Community based, community driven. Listen to the community whenever we get any comments or suggestions. We figure out a way to incorporate it and we make it happen. And we spread peace, love, and joy with 2 ropes. Who would have thought it? 2 ropes.
Our last question is, as middle schoolers, we experience setbacks and failures all the time. Can you tell us about a time when you failed at something that mattered and what you learned from that?
Question. You want to go first, Miss Mercedes?
Sure. I would say fail. I love to fail. It's not that I love like losing or failing, but those are the times when I learn the most. And I have, there's a saying like, whenever you're uncomfortable, that's when you evolve. So every time that I took an L or made a mistake, I was very uncomfortable, but I learned from it and I grew, and it actually led to me making a bigger win. So I appreciate all my lessons that I get in life. And just recently, just a lesson that I learned was learning to communicate more in person. Right now, we are in a digital world, so it's easy for us to want to express ourselves online and write how we feel on social media. And that can be a gift and a curse, because it's a gift because you can get your voice heard to a lot of people, but it can be a curse because you can burn bridges. And sometimes conversations need to be held face to face in person rather than online, because people can get miscommunication and just misunderstand. And so just having more conversations in person and not always putting things online because once it's out there, it's there forever. So that was kind of a lesson that I learned just within this past year.
And you don't really know what someone means when they send a text or something. They might mean it in more of a harsher tone or a nice tone.
Right, because it's emotionalist. Text messages and context and words are very emotionalist. Now we do have some of the emojis that can kind of help soften up or create that dialogue that we want to have with the expressions, but ain't nothing like connecting with the people in person. You need that. Yes, because then you get to kind of feel the energies. And that's a lot that me and Mercedes do whenever we're looking to connect with different programs and different organizations. We always meet with them in person because sometimes everybody's not a good fit for what we're doing. And we can sense that with meeting in person. And if it's not comfortable when we meet, if their energy's not aligned with ours, no matter what it is they're doing, we'll refrain from it. We don't welcome everybody just because everybody's not on the same wave as us.
Yeah, like sometimes you can get the wrong impression online.
And that can hurt people's feelings. It's so much easier, and well, it might not be easier, but it's just better. To do face to face because you know.
Right, Haseley. Yeah. So I struggle and I felt I'm very active and I love to be able to move my body. And I don't like to feel defeated with things, but I failed at doing a pull-up on the chin-up on a pull-up bar, and I could not get that for the life of me. Until just a few days ago, I succeeded. I got 2 pull-ups done. So that's one of mine. And I try to look at everything as not really a loss or a fail. You kind of want to look at it as a growing pain, a lesson. So not all L's are losses. They can be lessons. So I learned through my lessons and I grow. And I got better and I studied different people. You should see me. I'm even on YouTube looking at women doing chin-ups, women doing pull-ups. So I can get that pull-up done.
Like a growth mindset. Yes, I love that.
Yeah. So you have to study to be good.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your story
and for letting us learn with you about your culture and how it shows up in your work.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Before I go, I just want to give a message out to you guys, and that's to dream big. What you think is what it'll be, so always be positive and think the best. Whatever you want in life, think it and control your mind. Double Dutch, I also teach superpowers. So the main superpower was the magic glasses. So we all have that superpower where there may be things or problems in our life and environment, but we have the power to change it. We have to envision it and see it and take action for that vision to come true. So I love that you guys, I just want you guys to know that you guys are superheroes with superpowers. So go out into the world
and be great.
Yes. And save the world and be the change you want to see.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I have something I want to share with y'all. I want to leave y'all with. Whatever you speak, the power of the tongue is very powerful. Whatever you say, it will be. So only speak positive affirmations about yourself and things that you can do. Never say can't, because you can. There's nothing you can't do if you don't put your mind to it. So put your mind to it. You see it, you can achieve it. So go out there and get it, girls.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
You got that. All right, so remember, don't say can't no more. If it's something you struggle with learning how to do, never say you can't do it. Say I can't do it yet, or I will learn how to do this. Because it will be what you tell it, okay? Your mind will hear what your tongue tells it.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. See y'all.